ahead, Mr. Treat.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Deputy Supervisor McCarthy,
Here.
Councilman Wareheim,
Here.
Councilman Creighton,
Here,
Councilwoman Noack.
Here.
Under correspondence, special events, Nesconset Chamber of Commerce, Nesconset Day, first reading. Building Department report, May 2015, first reading. And Parade Run Greater Long Island Club, first reading. Move on. Advertise a public hearing. The town board to authorize the town clerk to advertise a public hearing to be held at 99 West Main Street, Smithtown, New York, on the 14th day of July 2015 at 2 p.m. to consider zoning petition 2015-04 by Bolo, Long Island, operating 80 Stewart Avenue, Garden City, 11530 for change of zone from WSI to NB for property located at the northwest corner of Vanderbilt Motor Parkway and Wicks Road. Can I call the roll?
Okay. Yes. Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman Creighton,
yes,
Councilman Wareheim,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yes. And the resolution, the town board to do study and deliberation of subject record to issue a secret negative declaration of non-significance in the following matters: 1A and B, application for site plan approval of 2004 Willits LLC for Liberty Moving and Storage, and B, application for site plan approval for Jolly Realty for Smithtown Acura, dated June 15, 2015.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman Creighton,
yes,
Councilman Wareheim,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yes. Item number 2, the town board to award the following bids and to authorize the purchase of associated goods and services as per 2A and B. Bid number 15-039, tennis and basketball renovation to Pioneer Landscape and Metro Paving as per the attached. And bid number 15-010 for sidewalk repair program to Jadeco Construction Corp. And to further authorize the supervisor to sign the agreement on a form approved by the town attorney.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman Creighton,
yes,
Councilman Wareheim,
Yes.
and Councilman McCarthy.
Yes. Item number 3, the town board to approve the following 1 town board regular night meeting minutes of May 21st, 2015, 7 p.m. B, Peter Johnson, assessor to attend New York State Department of Taxation and Finance seminar, rescission of resolution 2015-350. D, agreement between the town of Smithtown and Smithtown Administrative Guild for temporary employment of the part-time assistant director of public safety. E, town to lease a copier. F, adoption of 2015-2019 capital program and 2015 capital budget. And G, town clerk to issue a parade run walk permit for the Greater New York Running Club, all as per the printed agenda.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman Creighton,
yes,
Councilman Wareheim,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yes. Item number 4, the town board to authorize the acceptance of the following for 4A, B, and C. Cashier's check, accept cash donations to the animal shelter, and accept cash donations to the animal shelter.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman Creighton,
yes,
Councilman Wareheim,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yes. Town board to authorize the controller to execute the following as per 5A through H of the printed agenda. Transfers from various revenue accounts, increase in accounts, all as per the printed agenda, A through H.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman Creighton,
yes,
Councilman Wareheim,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yes. Item number 6, the town board to authorize the supervisor to execute the following on a form approved by the town attorney as per 6A through F, a lease agreement, essential support plan managed services agreement, amendment to the agreement with the civil service employee for the association full-time unit, agreement with advance payment, and amendment to the agreement of the civil service employee association full-time unit.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman Creighton,
yes,
Councilman Wareheim,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yes. Item number 7, the town board to approve settlement for the following recommendation of the town attorney for the amount of $3,566.70.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman Creighton,
yes,
Councilman Wareheim,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yes. The town board to authorize release of the following 8A performance bond, all as per the printed agenda.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman Creighton,
yes,
Councilman Wareheim,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yes. Town board to approve the following personnel matters as per 9A through U A would be seasonal appointments, B, a termination of an employee, C, seasonal appointments and reappointments, part-time appointments, leave of absence or promotion, seasonal appointments, various promotions in the Parks Department at various dates as indicated on the printed agenda, salary increase, promotion to the Building Department, promotion, seasonal appointments and reappointment for Recreation Department, medical leave of absence, seasonal appointments and reappointment to Departments of Building and Ground, medical leave, acceptance of volunteer services, seasonal appointment and reassignments.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman Creighton,
yes,
Councilman Wareham,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yes. On the traffic, the town board to authorize the following amendments to the Uniform Traffic Code and authorize the Traffic Safety Department to install and maintain the necessary signs as A, Schedule J, parking, standing, and stopping.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman Creighton,
no,
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
and Councilman Wareham.
Yes.
Okay, we have 3 read-ons to the agenda. We have a seasonal appointment of Daniel Post to position of laborer in the animal shelter at a rate of pay of $8 an hour, not to exceed $3,500, effective June 25th, 2015, with a termination date of August 25th, 2015.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman Creighton,
yes,
Councilman Wareham,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yes. We have a lease agreement with Christine Melvin Denenberg for the Twins Cottage Annex to the main house of Sweetbriar Farm at a rate of $950 per month.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman Creighton,
yes,
Councilman Wareham,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy.
Yes. One more traffic resolution, Gibbs Pond Road left turn restriction, Schedule C, prohibit turns.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman Creighton,
yes,
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
and Councilman Wareham.
Yes.
Okay. Yvonne Katz? Thank you.
Mrs. Katz, what's your address?
Hello, good evening, members of the board. I'm here to ask you, what is the town going to do to solve the noise problems with the Hapog Industrial Park? According to the zoning regulations, and you can see it on page number 5, shipping businesses are not allowed in the light industrial zoning. I highlighted it for you. Therefore, not only these businesses are in the wrong zoning, but also are in violation of non-nuisance ordinance codes. Since early 2014, the use of environmental noise is being used to mask the loud operations of shipping businesses, creating a combination humanly impossible to stand. You feel as you are on the water. My blood pressure surges, and on several occasions lately, my nose is starting to bleed. This noise is harming our health and greatly depreciating the value of our homes. The town of Smithtown is not a kingdom allowing us to use its land. We own these properties and pay taxes to be represented, particularly regarding the invasion into our lives, into our homes, into our well-being. Again, what solution other than adding more noise is the town going to provide for these businesses and us? The code ordinances that state operations shall not extend beyond the limit of their properties by emissions of noise, fumes, vibrations, light, etc., or anything hazardous to the health of residents are not being reinforced. Don't tell me you haven't found anything. And if you tell me you haven't found anything, you have to show me, because I can show it to you. Okay? These businesses and these residents need a solution. You are harming us. I would like to have an answer.
Matthew, can you inform Mrs. Katz regarding what we've done on our investigations?
I cannot hear, sir.
I'm going to have the town attorney go over the investigations that we have done and on a continuing, ongoing basis.
Ms. Katz, we've had this discussion
I
before.
can't hear you, sir.
We've had this discussion before.
And why there is no
Public
solution?
safety had a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week
Okay,
investigation.
let's go back.
Mrs. Katz, could you let the town
Yes,
attorney
no,
finish?
we already had this conversation, and I am asking you to show me the proof that you are actually had a surveillance for 24 hours. I want the dates and I want the footage, because I can show you the dates and I can show you the footage. Otherwise, you are lying and you do not want to provide an answer and a solution to this problem. There is a problem, and you cannot deny the fact that there is not a problem. Please, do not deny it. We have a problem here. Okay?
Thank
And not only that, Mr. Jakubowski, you gave me a list of the ordinances. Shipping businesses are not allowed in this zoning. You have computer share that have finance records being shipped all day long. You have Mission Foods. You have shippings all night long. Okay? They are in the wrong zoning, and they are violating code ordinances, and they are affecting our lives.
Thank you. Anybody else wish to be heard?
I
I move to
like
close
to
the
have
meeting.
An answer, Mr. Jakubowski, please.
Yes.
Second.
Deputy Supervisor McCarthy?
Yes.
Councilman Wareheim?
Yes.
Councilman Creighton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah?
Yes.
Are you opening the meeting again?
I don't think it's necessary. Just let the lady say what she has to say, please.
It's not going to be in the minutes then.
We have it on the machine, the tape recorder.
Yes, hi. I'm Carol Tracer Wilkin. Tonight I'm actually just representing the Smithtown Messenger. And a couple of people from Comac had asked me if I were coming down here, hoping that I would come down here, to ask you a couple of questions. They are under the impression that there will be a 24-hour store built right near White Castle, in back of the gas station that's fairly new, near the car wash. Are you all familiar with that, where I'm talking about, right next to White Castle? And a couple of people had come to me and asked me if I would come down and write something and find out something. But when I see your agenda, I see that there is a BOLA, which is what they had thought it was, in a slightly different area, still in the Comac area, but on Vanderbilt. Is there indeed a 24-hour store planned for the area in back of that gas station? And it's
Adjacent, the one they currently operate right now, Bowler operates a gas station in Comac right now on Jericho Turnpike.
right next door to
And they do have an application to add a convenience store to it. They're
Okay.
allowed as of right for 350 square feet. I think they've applied for 600 or 650 square
Right.
feet.
Okay, well, being that that's the agenda, might I read you a couple of things here? And they would like to know how you feel, okay? All right, I'm quoting. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, I'm quoting them to you. Okay. The people who live in that area got together, a couple of them, and told me how they feel and would like me to tell you how they feel and ask you what you can do about this. Just to explain, there are houses, literally, I mean, this really exists. Their backyards are where it's going to be built, not separated from, it's where it's going to be built. So if the backyard were where the flag is, the building is right here. So it's their backyard. You know, there's no arguing. I'm quoting them, and I'm explaining to you what they're saying. Okay.
There currently exists a building there.
Well,
It's
there is a
tire
gas
center.
station.
The tire center that's going to be torn down, and that's where the site
Right.
plan I saw, that's where it was going to be built.
Right, and the gas station, as they told me, has been torturing them. Now, and they also said, you know, White Castle, which has been there forever, is now more of a scene of torture because the gas station, it's very noisy and people go from one thing to another. They can't live, they told me. They just can't live. It's in their yard, literally in the yard, and you can see it. There's nothing in between. One of them had asked me to suggest, how about those walls that are built on the highway? Now, I had spoken to somebody who said those are only for the highway. It would be a marvelous resolution, they said, because it would stop everything else. They could build their building, and then they wouldn't hear them. But it's filthy, noisy. You know, like I said, I'm just telling you what they told me. I'd like to read this to you. We are really stunned at the insulting attitude of those who would allow this unnecessary and hazardous building to go through. The corny and overused argument, it will create jobs, is a further insult because these are not true jobs. They are constant temporary positions for people just earning a lousy minimum wage. We can't simply say it's just living with noise. That is inappropriate for the neighborhood. It's that Comac is becoming a blight, and the Smithtown board will still represent that part of Comac. So after this disgusting project is finished and we look and sound like a garbage heap, what then? We need to see where the politicians live to see if they live in back of a gas station and a car wash that's 24 hours or something. I don't think the car wash is 24 hours. May I please, and you know, I am down here for the Smithtown Messenger. I would like to write a response to that if possible. If after hearing what for them is the truth, that this is literally a venue, a store in their backyard, what now?
Well, again, like I just said to you, that particular application, the gas station is allowed as of right. 350 square feet is allowed as of right. The application is for an additional, I think, 300 or 350 square feet to make the convenience store a little bigger. And that's
Right.
the extent of the whole application.
Now, their problem is that with that said, that's what's going to happen. So how would you address that? How could you find, what they want is a solution to their problem, which is the application going to go in? Is it going to be passed?
I don't know, it hasn't come up before us yet.
Okay. And how will they know if that's going to be passed?
It will go on the agenda just like tonight.
Okay. What about the idea that if it is passed, they need protection?
Well,
They
again,
need protection from having...
If it's passed, after that, then it goes to a site plan review board, which will go over all trees, shrubbery, bushes, sound, things that keep sound down, whatever the site plan review board, which is the town board, deems fit.
Okay, so there'll be a review of how noise can be controlled?
Right.
Okay.
Right. Thank you very much.
No, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Benny, we're close already, right? Oh. Yeah. You on tape?
No,
Oh, yes, chair's tape run, okay.
tape is on, but
I didn't thought it was going to be a 2-second
I don't
thing.
know.
I didn't think it was going to be that long. All right, Howard Singer?
Hello, good evening. Actually, I don't know whether or not this was one of the subjects that you were going to bring up this evening, but it was the stop sign that I just noticed in my community on Gibbs Pond Road, heading toward the intersection of Smithtown Boulevard and Portion Road. The stop sign, was that was that something that was handed out and the people of the neighborhood were informed? Because I certainly didn't know
Well, the
of.
stop sign currently exists there. You're talking about, you said Gibbs Pond Road? I couldn't hear you.
Yes, Gibbs Pond Road.
That stop sign currently exists there right now.
Yes, it was.
What we did tonight, we put a no left turn into that 7-Eleven if you're going northbound on Gibbs Pond Road.
So you put, okay, that's what I was trying to find out. So you put up a sign that you
No, we didn't
can,
put up a sign yet. We adopted a code tonight to add a no left turn into that new 7-Eleven on Gibbs Pond Road if you're traveling in the northbound direction.
Okay, so it's not, it was just information, a sign for information, not a stop
No,
sign?
it's an actual no left turn, so basically you cannot make a left turn into there, because that would back up traffic over Smithtown Boulevard, and also possibly a rear-end accident situation also.
Exactly. So the only way to enter into that 7-Eleven, as far as I know right now, would be if I'm headed south.
Yeah, there's a
I
right,
can
there'd
make
be a right
I can
in.
make a right turn into the
Yes.
parking lot.
Yes.
The other exit out of the 7-Eleven parking lot?
Well, actually, the one that's on Portion Road, or Smithtown Boulevard, whichever you'd like to call it, there is an in. If you're traveling northwestbound, I guess that would be, you can make a right turn in.
You can make a right turn.
Yes. from
Okay,
Portion
so
Road.
if I'm headed on through
Towards the
that
watermill.
this is just the reason why I came here this evening is because the potential for all kinds of problems in that area are horrible, and I know this is past tense because the 7-Eleven is now there, but there are many issues that I'd like to discuss. I don't know if this is the forum for it because it creates the potential for quite a few accidents. And let me just back up a second. I've been driving for a very long time, and I consider myself a very good driver, preventative type of driving, and I'm aware of different things that need to be on the road for signs and lights and all these different things. But I also noticed coming in the other direction on my way home that the lights in the parking lot were so blinding, I couldn't distinguish the actual lights at the intersection. And so I'd like to know if someone else has brought this to your attention to address that as well.
We've heard of it, and traffic safety has gone out and looked at it, and from what I understand, they didn't find any issue with the lights, but we can ask them to go back out again.
Okay, and then one last thing, going back to that other exit out of the parking lot. If you were on Roseville Avenue, you get to and you're headed north, you get to the intersection, and you decide to make a left turn onto Smithtown Boulevard.
Okay.
I could then make a right-hand turn into that parking lot?
Yeah, about 300 feet down, approximately 200 to 300 feet down, there is an entrance on the county road, which is Portion Road, Smithtown Boulevard. You can make a right into there.
Right, which, because there's not a long distance between
Correct.
the light and where you would be turning in, there's a lot of potential for problems, so I might come back to address
Right,
that.
that's in the Suffolk County jurisdiction, not ours. We had talked to the legislator in that area today, and
Okay, that's a Suffolk County?
yeah, but we've talked to the legislator, Kennedy, today regarding that and seeing if they can make an adjustment to that opening also.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your time.
Right,
Thank you very much.
All right, Vinny, I guess it's closed, but we'll close it again if you want.
No, I mean,
Okay.
we didn't open it.
Okay. Just add the